So, go ahead, you bought the bike.
Bought the bike. Tried to ride it, didn't work either way. Key points. Had it 14 days, and it got stolen from the front of the apartment complex. I had actually gone back to them.
Hold on just a second. You said you went back to them?
Before it got stolen, I had gone back to them a few days prior to it being stolen and told them that I was having a hard time riding it, and I was not so sure I had made a wise decision.
Before it got stolen. Alright. Because I was
Inexperienced. It was a lot of bike.
okay, you went back to them because you were inexperienced, and what else did you say?
I thought it was a bad decision. I was trying to see if I could possibly trade it in for a smaller bike or something of that nature. Maybe I don't know how to ride it. And they had...
Bear with me.
No problem.
Thought it was a bad decision, and maybe...
Considered selling it back to them.
You said something about wanting to trade or something?
Either trade it for something smaller, maybe a 600, or get a, just walk away from it, get out of it.
What happened?
They were, please understand this has been many, many years. They proceeded to give me, well, on the rude side, about my inability to ride that kind of bike. No one ever taught me. So, I mean, I know how to operate the clutch. And the possibility of them coming by at some time with a trailer, and maybe I'd make up my mind. They had dropped it off at the apartment,
Okay.
so they knew exactly where it was stored, because the guy brought it over to me.
Okay.
2-3 days later, it came up missing. There was a police report. As far as I know, they never found the bike. Actually, the law enforcement officer made fun of me. He informed me that that's a shame it got stolen before I got a chance to write you a ticket. That was the one time I didn't like you guys.
So you made a police report,
Yes, sir.
and then what happened? Then
Insurance came out. I lost a $1,000 deposit because that was my deductible. They paid off the bike, and it was never seen again, or at least nobody bothered to contact me about it. This is part of the story, but I mean, started college, started going to Greenville Tech.
okay.
None of my credits transferred from my previous degree. Like, none of them.
Okay.
Started there, got to Jonesing again for a motorcycle, and started going back to the shop, and sitting on.
Okay. But go ahead. You didn't know their names at that time?
I did at the time, but I don't remember what they are now.
Okay, okay.
I had spoken to both of them and buying the bike and all this, and they were always together.
Okay, so so go back to where we were. You were sitting on bikes?
I was sitting on bikes, talking to them back and forth, and the manager started making some comments about somebody, and I'm going to have to loosely say because I don't remember the whole thing, but basically, great, now we'll have something along the lines of, we'll have another one to go pick up. And made some comments about the last one being stolen. When he said it was obviously, he was not talking about the time when I asked him about possibly selling it, it was implied that we took your shit. I let it slide for the time being. Thought about it.
Hold on, bear with me. Yeah, what?
Just keep going.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Is it more about me?
No.
No.
This is, I'm gonna say, I think I told you.
Dude, you're good.
You're good.
Golden.
So you let it slide for the time being?
Time being, got mad about it, kept going out there. Why I kept going to the same bike place, I don't really know. But I'd go out there, sit on the bikes, and listen to these two talk shit. Bought a Bird 92 FS. I don't know why I keep telling you FS. Just details.
Beretta 92
92 FS.
FS.
9mm. At the time, those only had 10-round mags because they still had the limitation, and the aftermarket Pro Mags were god-awful.
So how many, so you had a 10-round magazine?
Yes, sir. 3 of them.
3 10-round magazines?
I actually prefer a shoulder holster. Although I've got quite a few of those Kydex.
Mm-hmm.
They work very well. Bravo concealment.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend them.
Then what happened?
Swap barrels. I don't think this is important. Swap barrels, but it does lead to the story later. Swap barrels.
Swapped barrels.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I am not certain which barrel was on the gun that day. The reason is because one threaded, one is not, and I was having problems with the suppressor.
Okay.
I'll explain that in a moment.
Todd, not that it's gonna be part of this, but on this statement, where did you buy that Beretta?
On the street.
You don't know who from? Do you remember?
The guy, I found him in one of those Iwanas,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to drive to Easley, and I bought it on the side of the road. Was gonna go out there, was gonna use the suppressor, ended up leaving the suppressor in the car. I went with the intent.
You took the suppressor with you?
But didn't use it.
And then you drove up there? You drove where?
Was it Harrisburg Road? Got off the class, got out of Greenville, drove down there, put the shoulder holster on when I was at CVS.
Okay, well, no, back up, you confused me. So you drove to,
Or I left college, left my class,
okay.
drove to Bowling Springs.
You drove to- Okay.
Put the shoulder holster on at the CVS parking lot. And drove to the bike place, bike shop. Got there. Not everybody was there. Went and sat on a few bikes, did my usual. Basically stuck for time and doing my best to make sure that the paying customers were not there. Collateral damage is not cool.
Sat on a few bikes stalling for time
Yes, sir.
to make sure
Customers were not there.
customers,
I was waiting for the other,
to make sure customers were not there. You said you were waiting on what?
this was during the time, as you know, that it was not busy.
Mhm.
I chose time that was not after work, when I would have a lot of people in there. Did not want to shoot other people.
Okay, hold on.
Kind of funny. Kayla put on her paperwork when she was writing stuff out to me that she found a killer with a conscience and a kidnapper with morals, whatever the hell that meant.
You remember that?
Yeah.
So you said, I did not,
After she said, I spent a lot of time thinking, going, wow, kinda, okay.
so you said you did not want to shoot.
I didn't want to shoot anybody else.
Something wrong with my phone here, bear with me, I'm sorry.
I actually wasn't meaning to hit the mom.
You actually what?
I was not meaning to hit the mom. I prefer not to shoot women if I can.
Okay.
And I refuse to shoot a kid.
Okay. Tell me what happened then.
Finally all four showed up. From the sound, it sounded like there was nobody else there.
Oh, all four showed up. When you say all four?
All four people who worked at the bike store. The mechanic, the mom. I was not gunning for the mom, but she was there at the time, and she was working there, but she got thrown into it. She wasn't she wasn't a primary target. Lee is gonna be up late tonight.
Was not a primary target.
She was not.
Okay, then what happened?
Sitting on a black Kawasaki Katana, 600 I believe. It's a crap bike. But I was sitting on it, and
It was a what now?
black Kawasaki Katana, 600.
Okay.
Told him I would take it. At which point the mechanic took the bike to the back to prep it, walked up, pulled out the Beretta, put the safety off.
Well,
I actually carried it around the chamber at that time.
out the Beretta.
Incidentally, the reason why the SIG 516 in the building had a round in it with the safety on is because I took Kayla for a walk without her handcuffs or leg chains. Took her for a walk around the property one day.
So you pulled out the Beretta, and what happened?
Shot the mechanic twice. Downward angle.
Say it again. At a downward angle?
Downward angle. He was beneath me. He was down, crouched down on this side of the bike. Bike was here, I'm on this side. So I had to lean over the bike, and I believe it was two
You got my
shots.
phone on?
Keep going, brother.
It may have been two, it may have been three, but it definitely was two.
I'm sorry.
At a downward angle.
You shot the mechanic twice at a downward angle, maybe twice?
Twice, maybe third time, I don't remember the count.
Where did he fall? I was in,
Immediately there.
okay.
I believe those were with the Remington 147 grain subsonics. That would be the brass casings. He hit the ground. When I realized he was not moving, he was not going to proceed. I moved to the right.
Going to proceed?
Yeah,
That's what you said?
I got him in two lung shots.
Okay.
I got each lung.
You got him in 2 long shots?
Yes, sir. If you can get it from that, I'm impressed.
Okay, then what happened?
Once I realized that he was no longer a threat, I immediately proceeded towards the front of the building.
How long?
Is on the door, I use my knuckles instead of my hand to open the door. And the reason you have no prints on any of the shell casings
Mm-hmm.
is I wear 2 pairs of gloves when loading every firearm, even in practice.
Okay.
Even my practice ammo doesn't get finger blanks. That's why I don't have to worry about picking up shell casings. If you wear 1 pair, you can still have a lane print because of the acids in your finger. In regard to that, when they touch, you still, if you had any chemicals on the outside of that, whether you would touch it first before you touch it, you can put a print on it even though you had gloves. If you wear a glove on top of a glove, it causes friction between the 2 of them and negates that.
So when you're talking about gloves, you're talking about latex gloves?
Yes, sir. But if you wear 2 pairs, not 1, 1 pair won't work.
So you use 2 pair of gloves,
Yes, sir.
latex gloves.
5 mil preferred, not the surgical.
5 mil.
Yeah. 7 mil's too tight. It's too thick. 11 mils, 11 mil are good for surgeon, but they're not good for dexterity.
I use 2 pair of gloves, latex gloves, to load my, you said your guns?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Every time, every time.
Every time.
In the event that I'm trying to, when you go back to the land, when you open the toolbox up, and you'll open everything, you'll realize I keep a mass amount of mags loaded. I don't have time sometimes, in my mind, to worry about which ones are this and which ones are that.
Okay.
So the easy solution is, let's not screw it up, always wear gloves. Gloves are cheap.
Okay, so then what happened?
As soon as I broke through, there was a black-ish door, kind of a fabric-ish thingy, kind of.
You broke through the door?
No, sir, it wasn't a door.
Okay.
It's one of those, like fly catcher kind of doors, but it was like one of those kind of things.
Okay. Like you said the fabric?
Plastic. It wasn't a door, like doorknobs. I just put my hand through it, pushed it forward. When I pushed it, went through it, it kind of parted. And
Soft door, okay.
At that time, all 3,
And that,
manager, owner, and mom,
the manager, owner, and the mom
had heard the gunshots, obviously,
were all
standing there.
standing there. Now, what'd you say they heard?
They had heard the gunshots in the back and were coming this way to figure out what had happened. By the way, the .38 revolver that you recovered, that's actually my mom's. It was my grandmother's. My grandfather was being an asshole, gave it to me, knowing I wasn't supposed to have it. She used to ask for it for years. I doubt you guys can do it because this is evidence, but that, truthfully, that one gun, only that one gun, really does belong to her. Grandfather gave it to me to be an asshole to her.
So after that point, you said they were coming back to figure out what happened.
Came back to see what happened. All of a sudden I had 3 people in front of me. Mom was the closest, and I shot her 2 to 3 times in the chest. Not my best work.
Okay.
She fell. The the owner and the manager ran for the door.
You said ran for the door?
Yeah. At that range, they should have ran to me, not away. They were way too close. When I came around that door, it was boom, 3 people right there.
Okay, so then what happened? They ran to the door?
They ran to the door. In the process of that, I popped a few rounds, and dropped the other one before he got out the door.
Drop other.
I put, I believe, 2, maybe 3 rounds in him. I'm not sure the count.
Well, before he dropped the other one, before he got to the door?
Let me back, door, pathway is here.
Mm-hmm.
I engaged the first people here, all three here.
Right.
At this point, these two ran.
Okay.
While they were running,
Mm-hmm.
I emptied it and got this guy.
Okay.
Then proceeded to go, did a reload.
Mhm.
While this guy was still running, this guy, when I hit him,
Mm-hmm.
he crumpled into the doorway.
Okay.
When I did my reload, before this guy got out,
Mm-hmm.
I put two in him and he actually fell outside.
Okay. So,
But he already had two in him.
so he crumpled in the door. I did a tactical reload and dropped the other one before he got to the door.
He fell outside, sir.
When you say you got him, you mean you shot him twice, but when he fell out the door.
Yes, sir. He actually, the body actually ended up being in the parking lot.
That's all, so that was the next sentence. So you dropped the other one before he got to the door, but he fell out the door.
He fell out the door.
Okay.
That was a very fast reload.
Okay. Then what happened?
Went forward. I'm not entirely sure if I think I may have put another round in the guy on the door when I went over him.
So,
It's like, at that point, it's almost like a video game. It's not a game, but it's almost like you're focused on, you've been there, sir. You know what I'm talking about.
so as you went over him, you put a round in the guy as you went over him?
I think.
Okay.
I'm not positive of that.
I think.
But nobody put their hands up that I know of. At least I don't remember it. And nobody said anything other than basically, oh shit, run for the door.
So then what did you do?
Went out to the front parking lot and I put a round through the guy's forehead.
Where was he at?
In the parking lot.
I mean, exactly where?
Go to the front door, go right,
Went out to the front parking lot?
maybe 12 feet away.
And, okay, then what did you do?
Proceeded to walk back through the building again to clear, and as I went, and as I did, I put one round in each person's forehead.
Clear forehead.
Yes, sir.
And then what did you do?
At that point, put the gun on safety, and walked outside and got in my car and drove home.
What did you do with the gun?
Took the gun apart, every bit of it apart. Took all my trash. The barrel was separated from spring
Hold on.
and the slide. I took the cat litter and I stuck the barrel or the frame or something. One part went in the bag of used cat litter, and that got thrown in the trash in the dumpster. And then the other parts got thrown into other bags and thrown in the dumpster.
You fill out the top portion.
I got it.
Okay. I had a couple clarifying questions I may need to ask, okay?
No problem.
So I got some, when the guy was shot, when the guy got out of the building,
Mm-hmm.
did he have anything in his hands? Do you recall?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I was focused on moving bodies. I wasn't focused on anything. If it wasn't a gun, I assumed they had a gun.
Mm-hmm.
This is the South.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bike shop.
Okay.
I'm going to assume on the safety side that they were either carrying or had something close by.
Do you know who you shot with what ammo? You told me about the first guy,
Yeah.
but the rest of them, you did a tactical magazine change?
I don't spray that bad.
Okay.
It probably wasn't my best work, but I don't spray that bad.
So you shot the mechanic, you said with the...
The first two rounds would have been the brass.
Okay.
The lady would have been all brass.
Okay.
The third guy, the guy, the manager partner, whatever, the third, before they got in the doorway, may have been, he would have started out with brass. After the reload, it would have been nickel. The guy outside should have been all nickel.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is let you read over this, okay?
Okay.
There are a couple places here that I made a mistake when, because you use big words and talk kind of fast. I just drew one line in it, so you can still read the word, okay? What I need you to do is go through an initial and date each one of those for me as you read through this to make sure this is accurate,
Yes, sir.
okay? As well.
I'll need a copy of that, correct? I'm gonna sit around and read it.
2000 is when it was done.
Okay.
I just can't wait till I can either get out of that room or they give me a book. They gave me a Bible, but it's,
5th day of November, correct, sir?
Mhm.
Since I wrote it, you'll have to witness it.
Get that case before we mess this up.
were any of them carrying a gun?
I don't
I don't
know.
know that.
I don't know.
When I read the report, there was money, the guy had like 10 grand in cash and a gun in the office, but I would have taken it. I was wondering if they...
Okay, I want to leave that part open for me real quick, because I need to ask you a couple clarifying questions. You said, you mentioned in here exactly where you shot her, and then you said you shot, and where you shot the mechanic, when you shot him. The other two gentlemen, as they were running, you mentioned you shot one of them in the back. Do you know, as the other one was running, where you shot him, where he was hit?
No, sir.
Okay.
Moving targets, multiple moving targets. I don't think I missed. If I did, it wasn't more than once.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not an easy shot when you got two moving targets running fast as they can.
The guy that was outside part, was he up against anything? Was he laying on anything? Was it where?
I think the curb.
The curb. Was there anything else nearby?
I don't remember anything.
Okay.
I scanned the parking lot, but it was, nothing moved. I went back to,
Did you, through your story, you didn't say it, so but I just want to clarify, did you hit anybody or pistol whip anybody?
no, sir.
Anytime? Okay.
Sir,
Huh?
I may shoot somebody as one thing,
Right.
but I'm not a, pistol whipping and beating somebody is not my thing.
Did you, when you were first there, did you see a customer leaving in a green Ford Ranger pickup truck?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay.
I knew a guy came in with a kid looking for a go-kart and left.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think of? Okay. We're gonna step out. I gotta do a few things. And then I'll come back in and talk to you in a few minutes. Do you need anything else to drink?
If you get something, I'll take it.
Would you like water or soda or?
Whatever's convenient.
Okay, I'll see what we can wrangle up for you.
Yeah, I really wonder was that.
Alright, we'll be right back, buddy. What, hold on, use what?
You want the van?
Oh, my card?
Ashley's.
Ashley's number, okay. We'll be right back. What do you want for dinner? You missed dinner over there, that barbecue wasn't enough, what do you want?
Whatever you have for me.
No, I'm asking you. What do you want?
I don't want to be an asshole.
Shut that door, Mark. You're not being an asshole. I'm asking you, what do you want for dinner?
I don't know.
We've got
What do you got?
Bojangles around here, we've got Miami Grill around here, we've got the, whatever you want, man. Boiling Springs Cookout, whatever, what do you like to eat?
Cookout will work. That'll work.
What do you like from Cookout?
Never been there.
You've never been there?
No, sir.
They have a really good, it's called a giant cheeseburger, giant fries, and a giant tea. They're really good.
Works for me.
That's what I usually get. Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
I just don't want to be the guy who goes, I want the steak lobster and then get an asshole.
Well, I mean, no, whatever you want to eat, I'm feeding you.
Thank you, but
So, I mean, okay. Got you.
Wait,
I didn't know.
wait a minute, water.
Okay, yeah. Got you they make them huge. They call them huge at Cookout.
Cool.
It's a huge tea, it's a huge burger. I didn't know, so I just went with the normal lettuce, tomato, pickle, mustard, mayonnaise, and then I got you huge fries.
Cool, thank you.
Okay. Need to ask you a quick clarifying question.
Okay.
And I'm done with that damn statement, man. So, this is yours, you keep it, but I'm done with it.
As long as I have this, I don't care.
Yeah, you're good. No, this is yours. I'm talking about me writing statements. This is just me and you talking.
Although we got some other to talk about.
That's what I'm gonna ask you. First of all, after you left Superbikes, what was your route home? Did you go back down Paris Bridge Road? How did you get home?
Same, I'm a creature of habit.
So you left CVS, come up Sholey, and then went up Paris Bridge? The road right next there? Or do you remember? Hang on, son. Okay.
Hey, I'm kind of glad I'm not gone.
I wish that one was gone. I can take these off, I don't have to write. You had mentioned to your mom, and that when we had talked at the jail, that there were others, and you told your mom she didn't have enough hands.
I had some altercations in Arizona.
Okay?
I don't remember all the details. I had a friend of mine that got shot coming out of a alleyway.
Okay.
I found the guy later on.
Who was your friend that got shot?
Michael something. I was a kid, I don't remember. Michael something.
Do you remember the guy that you shot?
I never knew his name.
You never knew his name?
He drove a Nova, gray Nova.
What year was that, do you think? Well, how old were you?
14.
You were 14 at the time. Okay.
My understanding is there was some kid who wanted to be in a gang and was doing his initiation.
And his initiation was to shoot your friend?
We were just two kids coming out of an alley. We weren't part of nothing. We were part of nothing.
That was his initiation?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Have you killed anybody else in Spartanburg?
No, sir.
Have you killed anybody else in South Carolina?
No, sir.
Other than the boy in Arizona and Superbikes and the ones that we have on the property? Have you killed anybody else? And this is where I ask you this.
Is that enough?
I do, but no, this is the thing. No, this is the thing. This is not to drive a nail home or anything like that, okay? You had your moment in here with your mom, and this is your opportunity to get everything, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to get everything out of the way. You know, because you're going to be sitting in a cell, and there's going to be lonely times, and you're a compassionate person. I'm a compassionate person, okay? In the heat of the moment, when somebody pisses you off, you may want to beat the shit out of them, shoot them, stab them, kill them, whatever. But when you're laying there at night, it may bother you. You see what I'm saying? And that's the only reason I'm asking.
That's all was a shot.
That's the only one you shot. Okay.
I didn't want to have to explain numbers on the phone, and I sure didn't want to give numbers of 4. It's already hard enough. I know you guys are listening.
Actually, we have.
I'm surprised. I actually thought,
You haven't made it.
I got a phone call yesterday, finally got a phone call. But you said that you knew that, you said there that I had
That's
talked
when
about
your
it.
mom reached out to me.
Your mom reached out, and you told her to reach out to me.
I did.
Okay, well, she inadvertently reached out somehow through to the solicitor's office, who reached out to me.
Okay.
So that's how I met with one of their investigators, and he told me that your mom had reached out to him, and he told me what she had said, and then we went from there talking. So that's how all that transpired.
Okay.
Okay? There is a recording probably, I don't have it. I don't, you know,
I gave you
I
everything.
don't.
I gave you everything I
Okay.
had, so.
Okay, so there's no one, because, and I was told to ask you, there's 2 missing people out of,
Gastonia?
I can't remember where that, and it's irrelevant. You're saying you've not killed or harmed anybody else.
That's correct.
The other person that you were talking about,
I'm not sure I even killed him,
okay.
and it was a long.
So when you told Mom she didn't have enough fingers,
I just didn't know what to tell her on the phone.
okay, so that was kind of, not, I don't want to say embellishment, but it was just something to,
Didn't want to give her phone numbers.
I got you.
gotcha, I
Definitely
understand.
more than one hand, but, it's not really a bragging kind of,
I understand.
some of these knuckleheads may call that, ooh, that's cool. I don't really call that cool.
Hey Todd, a while ago you made a statement that said, that when you just said, those are the only people I've shot. Any other means? Okay. I just know that you're very deliberate with what you say.
Did you stab anybody or anything like that?
Well, but not like you're thinking. I was a kid, I was killing school bus, school scissors.
Okay. Maybe not stab anybody and kill anybody by stabbing them or anything like that. Okay. Okay. And you can call me Tommy, you don't have to call me sir, right?
It's just a respect thing.
How old are you?
45.
Where's that age? He's sir. Okay. Well,
It's hard for me not to say sir. I mean,
I understand, man. It's, you know, my kids do that to me. I never told them to. My dad was a military man, and his dad was a military man, and he would not make me call him sir because he always had to call people sir. And I don't make my children call me sir, but they do.
Just remember too, at the beginning, we told you that there's probably not a lot we're gonna be able to do for you.
I know.
Giving you a clear conscience is one of the only things we can.
Honestly, I'm not worried about my conscience. You gave me what I wanted. What I wanted was to have the opportunity to take care of my mom, whether my girlfriend accepts it or not, to at least attempt to take care of her and her kid.
Do you still want me to reach out and talk? I have not yet, but do you still want me to reach out and talk to her to see if she wants to come see you or talk to you?
If she would, please.
Okay, I will.
The biggest thing is, please let her know that whether I screwed up, I can't fix it. I hope that she doesn't basically let her pride get in the way. I've got Mom clearing house on trying to sell this stuff off.
Okay.
No one's gonna get rich here. But the idea is, I'd like to be able to get enough money where she is not damaged, where she can basically restart her life
Okay.
without
Okay.
this over her head,
Okay.
and put the kid through some school so
Okay.
that she grows up to be something positive.
Okay.
Past that, that's all I really wanted.
Okay.
I mean, Mom's gonna put some money on my books once the money is released.
Okay. And you're needing to transfer that through the bank, on the computer through the bank, right? Or by the checkbook?
The easiest way would be one of two things. One, release the cash in the safe as option A, or release the 2 checkbooks. I don't need the escrow checkbook,
Okay.
but I do need the personal checkbook and the company checkbook.
What are they, what bank account and what are they?
Both of those are Wells Fargo.
And they're gonna say,
Although
what do they say on them?
Well, on the checks, Todd Kohlhepp, no,
Okay.
it's Todd Kohlhepp and Associates.
Okay.
The one I don't need There's $1,000 in that account that's mine, I did transfer over, so if you wanna bring me the escrow, there's 3 checks.
Well, I don't know what, I'm gonna back up, I don't know what, you know, I don't know what we're gonna be able to do. I just gotta,
There
you know.
is 3 checkbooks altogether.
Okay.
One of them actually says Wachovia, is bluish, Wachovia Personal.
Okay.
Wachovia turned into Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
So I left that blue because I could tell mine versus the company's. Since I'm a sole proprietor, basically the company is me.
Okay.
So I pay out for both things. If I can just get the checkbooks and write her a check out of each one of them,
Okay.
I don't know the total of each account.
Okay.
But if I can kick her something,
Okay.
then we can deal with the rest of the money later.
No, that's, I mean, like I said, like I told you in the beginning, I'll do everything I
Because
can.
Mom doesn't have any money.
I'll do everything I can.
I didn't know she was that bad, Mom.
You know.
I haven't seen her in years. I haven't seen her in years.
What happened to her hip?
Oh, man, everything.
Really?
She's more accident prone than I am.
Really?
If there's a bump, if there's a curve, if there's something out there, that woman will hit it. She won't mean to.
Well, let me go out here and take care of a few things.
She's not well, because she was a big girl when I met her. Then when the last time I saw her,
She will,
she was our size.
Let me ask you this too, Todd, in reference to the other 2 people that we talked about down there, Megan and Johnny. Is there anything that you left out while we were at the jail talking, while we were at the detention center talking about them, that we need to know? I mean, obviously you told me, and make sure that I'm getting this right, you picked them up at Blackstock, and you know what, you picked them up at Blackstock and Reeville Road, I think you said, and then...
That's, well...
Okay,
No,
where's
sir.
the start?
I met her there,
Okay,
got her number, we talked on the phone for a brief moment,
okay,
then I met them later on at that, next to Ricky's Hot Dogs, big huge parking lot. They walked across
okay,
and spoke to me there.
okay.
I almost thought she was going to hit on me to actually, come on, I shoved a $90,000 car. But that's not what I was there for.
I got you.
I'm going to tell you, our meeting looked shady as shit.
I understand, I mean, I got you, because you show up with that.
In that parking lot?
Yeah, and her, kind of the way she was, I understand what you're talking about.
Basically offered her the job, offered to let him go in and come work as well. The next day, this was over several days, the next day she was in the paper, mugshots. I guess you guys had arrested her for meth or some shit, hair, I don't know, something was in her bloodstream and you took her kids away.
Okay,
I asked her about it, and she informed me that, yeah, she had drug issues and with that.
okay.
I still was going to give him a chance. You know, I get shit happens to people. It's hard. I get it. Going to meet him back there. Actually, I meet him there, but they told me the address, which is across the street where they were.
Do you remember that address?
That's when you were talking about behind the apartment complex?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't say the address, but another day if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
The house is unique enough I can point it out.
Okay.
Because it sits on a corner at a funky angle.
Okay.
You know which house I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What happened there?
What do you mean?
Well, for you to know that house.
I used to patrol out there years ago. I don't know about what particularly happened out there. I just know the house you're talking about.
Well, you said I was coming.
No, when I used to patrol, I patrolled that area.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you,
Okay.
so, I mean, that's, I patrolled that area.
I didn't know something else happened there.
No. I wasn't a part of it if it
The
did.
house is on a corner that's kind of crooked way it's located.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked them up, and I drove them to my land to get supplies,
Mm-hmm.
and got them down to my building, and that's when Johnny pulled a knife out,
Mm-hmm.
and
You shot him.
I shot him.
What'd you do with his knife?
Oh, no, I don't keep that kind of crap.
You just threw it out?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What did she do when you shot Johnny? What did she do when Johnny pulled the knife out? What did she say?
Nothing.
So you think she was planning on the planning of this?
I think she entirely was in the plan of it.
Okay.
There was no, oh shit,
Yeah.
Johnny, what are you doing? There was none of that. This was, her actions were, she knew he was doing that. They saw a guy who had a shitload of money, driving a car they can't afford. They didn't even have a car, and they were gonna get something.
Okay. So then you shot him how many times?
Shot him twice
Okay.
in the chest.
Okay.
He dropped forward. When he dropped forward, I went around him and put another one through his spinal column.
Okay, and you shot her?
Not exactly.
Okay.
The Connex was not meant to be a cage.
Okay.
All that chain shit was after the fact.
Okay.
Connex was designed for my food and my weapons, and to secure my four-wheeler before I had the building built.
Okay.
The back area that's all wood, that wasn't designed for them. That was designed for my stuff.
Okay.
Until last week, there was no ceiling on that.
Okay.
I put that in because she was cold. Kayla was cold.
Okay, I'm glad we're still talking about
So
John.
I got you. So you insulated the back to help keep her warm.
I didn't know what to do with her, man. One side, I really wanted to drop her. The next side, I really, it's not sound fucked up. I kind of wanted to save her ass. I don't.
Let me back up real quick before we go that far, because we were talking about Johnny.
Okay.
The girl that was with Johnny, did you shoot her?
Not at that time.
Okay, what happened with her?
She panicked, but then she said, I told her to sit down. She sat down. Went ahead and cuffed her, patted her down, told her I wasn't going to hurt her. She calmed down, and I actually took her to the Connex. No, that's not true. I had her lay there for a while. I didn't know what the hell to do with her. I didn't want her in my Connex because I had stuff in there. I didn't know what the hell to do with it. Putting her in with my guns is not a good move.
I understand that.
I actually had to go, for the first time I ever had a little bit of a panic of what the hell do I do with her. Put her here, put her there, drop her, what the hell do I do? Do I call the cops? Oh shit, I got illegal guns. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. What do I do with her? She was batshit crazy, man.
That's what you said earlier.
I told her I wasn't going to touch her, wasn't going to rape her, wasn't going to do to her. Just calm the hell down and let me sort this shit out. Somewhere between I did that, when I shot him, set the back, tightened the back, got her to calm down, and kept coming back and forth trying to figure out what to do, but I had her cuffed, and she wouldn't go anywhere. Eventually, I went and locked her. I want to say I left her on that floor for a while. I left her on that floor cuffed. I wouldn't let her, because I didn't know what to do with her. I didn't want her in the building.
Okay.
Got the tractor, got it out of there, picked the body up, and was trying to figure out what the hell to do with it.
This is Johnny's body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I was held with a meltdown.
I understand.
The land was supposed to be my...
Sanctuary.
Yeah, not my killing field.
Right.
I understand. It's not meant to be my killing field. It was supposed to be the place where I go to relax and get away from people and not deal with this shit. This killing really bothered me because it was such needless bullshit. Hell, I was giving them money. Why were you robbing me?
Yeah.
I went down to the Connex, cleaned out the back area, because I had shit all in there. And at one time, those ammo racks weren't there. The ammo rack was here and here, pistol rifle.
Okay.
So there was only that much space at the back, so I moved all the guns forward, and at that time, those were on casters.
Okay.
And those are not on casters now.
Okay.
Put her back there, told her to calm the hell down, let me rethink this crap. Let me see what the hell I'm trying to figure out what to do. When got Johnny, went over there and dug a hole, and like I said, you take the tractor and you keep going in and dig, and what you end up doing is making a slanted
Right.
until I can put him here.
Right.
Dug that, stuck him in it, covered it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more work than you think. Did that, went back and dealt with her, tried to figure out what to do with her. Really wasn't sure. Ended up basically leaving her tied up there and went and got some chain. I had chain around, there's lots of chain in that building.
Mm-hmm.
I use chain for all kinds of shit. There's chain in the woods where I've got trees with come-alongs that are starting to lean towards my fence,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll put a chain around it, hook a come-along to it, and start working it this way, and over a period of time, it'll fall away from my fence.
Okay.
So chain and cable and that kind of stuff, I got a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Tied her up, left her there, while I tried to figure out what to, I didn't know what to do with it, man.
Right.
Got rid of Johnny, came back, left her there, went and got food, fed the girl.
Fed her after she tried to rob you?
Man, what are you going to do with her? I don't want to shoot her.
I understand.
I mean, I can't have some crazy batshit woman going back up. I mean, she was going bipolar left and right.
She wouldn't calm down like...
Oh, she finally calmed down, but she was talking to me, and first she had drug issues,
Right.
and then she kept going off the deep end with weird shit, and kept talking, and then she kept telling me that she had manic modes or some sort of bipolar lithium crap, I don't know what the hell it was, where, she was up, down, up, down, up, down.
So she didn't mellow out like Kayla did.
No, not at all. She did finally calm down, but she wasn't upset.
What made you decide to shoot her?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I wasn't going to shoot her.
Okay.
I was going to give her money.
Okay.
I don't know why the hell she went the hell off. I held her, I hate the kidnapping part, but I get another one. I held her there for a couple days.
How many days?
5 or 6.
Okay.
Every other damn day, she wanted Little Caesar's Pizza. I hate that shit. Oh, it gives me heartburn. Little Caesar's Pizza, not Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, cinnamon rolls, and friggin' Newports. If you go down to my building, you'll find an unused package of Newports that I bought for her, and then she went batshit. She tried to light my damn building on fire. Do you know how?
In the back of what building?
The Connex.
The Newport pack is still there?
The Newport pack is still inside the toolbox.
Okay.
This is the unused pack. I actually bought her a carton.
Okay.
I don't smoke.
Right.
I don't know the hell to buy her. I went to the store, I said, okay, I need a thing of Newports, Reds, where the hell they were. The lady went, do you want a pack or a carton? I went, oh shit, I don't friggin' know.
Okay.
Give me a friggin' carton. Got her that, got her a lighter. Wasn't sure what the hell to give her, man.
Is that toolbox inside the Connex, or is it in one of the ones inside the building?
Red toolbox inside the building.
Okay.
Bottom drawer, left-hand side. You'll find some lube and stuff in there that had nothing to do with it. I just didn't know where the hell to put the shit. There's also a friend of mine his girlfriend gave him 1,000 little packets of KY. You want to use it? I don't know. You didn't use it? I don't know. It's still in the bag. I didn't even touch it.
So then what happened with her?
Went from there. Oh, there's a collar in there. That collar was Kayla's.
Neck collar?
Yeah, she had me order it.
She asked you to order it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute.
Didn't use it, because after it came in the mail, I looked at it and went, oh.
Okay.
That shit's too easy for me. It's a stainless steel collar with, like, hooks for putting, like, locks on. I mean, dude, it's like having I don't treat my dogs that way.
So what happened with Megan?
Put her in there, fed her for a couple days, proceeded to go ahead, mostly just left her the hell alone. Left her alone. I didn't know what to do with her, and then she kept burning shit. I come in and all of a sudden find that she burnt her blanket, and she burnt this. She's sitting next to 100,000 rounds of ammo. Love of God, please stop burning shit. If that thing goes off, do you know what that would do to a neighborhood or an area? That's not a neighborhood. It would be.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Please do not catch the building on fire. she kept trying to catch shit on fire. And then go, I'm smoking. I would open the door and then a cloud would come out. It's like one of those cartoons. Looking back, giving her cigarettes, might have been a mistake. I had her there, left her alone, took her out of the other building, sat her down for a while, got her to calm down, just please calm down, got her some food, told her basically that if she would just chill the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know me. You don't know very much about me. You don't have shit, and last time I can check from what was online, she had a warrant where they were looking for her ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an envelope for $4,000. I'll drive you up to Dayton, Tennessee. I'll drop your ass off somewhere. If you got any common sense on this planet, you'll go left and I'll go right.
What'd she say?
Oh, she got so excited, I got my dick sucked.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't bad.
I don't know. Okay.
Hey, if girls want to offer,
Yeah.
hey, I told her I would give her $4,000 and basically release her in Tennessee. Just go, please go. Don't come back. It seemed like an easy solution. She didn't really know my name. She didn't know the address. She didn't know where I lived. When I first met her, I told her who I was, but I just told her I was a realtor. She didn't really know me. There was very little for her to. What's she gonna do? She's got warrants out for her arrest. She's gonna, call you guys up and say, some asshole shot my boyfriend, but you're looking for me anyhow. I don't know where he lives. We went to some land. I don't know where the fuck I was.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I am jumping back and forth.
That's
We'll
fine.
get back to Megan in just a minute. Did you give Kayla any cigarettes, or did you give Kayla cigarettes?
Cigarettes, no. She took a shitload of pills.
Okay, so does she want cigarettes?
She asked me for weed.
Why would you not? Is that... So obviously you didn't give it to her. Was the trouble that you had with Megan something that you decided, I'm not going to go through this again?
Oh, definitely.
Type thing? So you basically went from, you didn't want to give her cigarettes to let her attempt to burn shit because you learned from what Megan did.
Yeah, sure.
You wasn't
Built
gonna
on fire.
You wasn't going to let Kayla do that.
But I don't remember Kayla asking me for cigarettes.
Kayla didn't ask you for cigarettes, okay. But Megan, so you're sitting there with Megan,
Yes, sir.
and Megan,
I don't understand the question then, because she didn't ask me for cigarettes.
Well, and that's fine. I didn't know if she did or not.
I just know that I wasn't gonna give her anything like that.
There you go.
All that stuff was burned, and I was like, I'm not going down this road again.
so with Megan, you made her the offer of the $4,000, keep your mouth shut, I'll take you to Tennessee,
Drop you off and leave you.
drop you off and leave you, you go one way, I'll go the other way.
Totally.
What made that change? What happened?
What do you mean, what made that change?
Well, she ended up dead.
Oh, you mean what were proceeded?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'll use your words. Where it proceeded.
I'm not trying to be in.
No, you're good, man.
Someone's trying not to be an asshole. What is
Right, dude, we're fine.
I wanted to get rid of her. The weather went to shit.
Mm-hmm.
We were having sleet. It was right before Christmas, man. We were having sleet. We were having rain.
Mm-hmm.
The weather went to shit.
Okay.
And I still had to find a way to get away from Ashley, my girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
long enough to get up out of work, get this person to Tennessee, drop her off, and get home. That's not just a couple-hour trip.
No.
And if I'm dropping her, it ain't gonna be at the border.
Mm-hmm.
We're going north of Nashville. I want her way the hell away from me. I want her to forget where South Carolina is.
Right.
I told her, I said, I'll give you $4K in cash, drop you off somewhere, other side of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
If you got any common sense, you'll keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
Go get a job at a diner somewhere. Work as a waitress. Get your shit right. Don't come back. They got warrants for you here, and I'm here. So just don't come back.
Okay.
She was gonna take it. She was happy. She was happy as hell for like 2 days.
Okay.
She was happy as hell. I just couldn't get past the weather.
Okay.
The last day, I went over there, opened the Connex up. She burned half the freaking building. She took my ammo racks and grabbed them and did this.
Holy shit.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not, for such a little shit? Damn!
So then what happened?
Well, there was ammo everywhere and stuff everywhere, and she broke the fan. I got her a fan. She broke the fan. Prime, man, you just can't beat that shit. Two-day shipping.
He's right.
Got her one of those. There's a fan there now, but it came as a 2-pack. I had her those to get air ventilation. I got lanterns for her so she had light. I did the best I could to make it somewhat livable. Got her blankets, got her pillows. She lit the damn thing on fire. I'm surprised she didn't asphyxiate.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm surprised she didn't. When I walked in the building, I was choking. I'm going, holy shit. Went to get her out, and then all of a sudden, it's like I had a caged animal on my hands. I don't know what the hell. She went from, I'm so freaking happy in the world to be, I'm going to go to Tennessee with money, and I'm going to restart my life, and thank you, to batshit crazy.
Tell them just a minute.
I got you.
At that point, I tried to walk her out of the building. I just had enough. I walked outside. I was trying to calm down, trying to figure out what the hell to do with her, what to do with her. I didn't know. I came back in the building. She was going nuts. It wasn't like she was emotional about the situation. This has been days. It wasn't much about that. It was just like serious chemical imbalance shit. And she walked outside. I walked her outside. When I walked her outside, I put a 40 in the back of her head.
What gun did you shoot her with?
Same one.
That you shot
Johnny
with? And that's a Glock?
And that's the same one you shot Charlie.
It's not my favorite gun.
It's a handy gun.
A handy one.
It's very effective, especially if you shoot 180 grains.
Let me ask you this. I do have one clarification question with Charlie. Okay? Because like we talked to you before about the feet were missing.
I didn't take my feet.
I know you didn't. Animals, whatever. Because you said you had coyotes out there.
I do.
When, you know how you were saying you dug out and it kind of leaves a little ramp kind of thing there? When you put him in the hole, grave so to speak, okay, was he face down? Was his head going downhill? Was his head going up? Was he on his back? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I hit tilt it.
So you just hit tilt, he fell out?
All I did is drive up there, hit tilt, dropped him out. The way he landed, the way he went.
The hole's this way.
Yes, sir.
Did he land this way or this way? Do you remember?
Well,
there you go.
If you dig here, going this way, and you basically, as you go in, you keep going down deeper, so it ends up like this.
Right.
As you go down, I don't know why I keep acting like I did this a long time, so I didn't. Put the dirt to the side.
Right.
Put the dirt to the side. And I put dirt behind it, and then when I basically just drove down, but there had been a lot of rain days before this, so there was water down there, and I got even down as far as I could, and then I just basically went a little far forward, took the bucket, get the dirt that I could, behind him, pull it, put that dirt, and cover it as best I could. I think he was kind of
sideways? Because you know how the two holes are parallel?
Yes.
So he wouldn't, like, let's say this is a bed, he wouldn't be laying out like head to footboard, at the headboard and at the footboard, he'd be kind of more catty-cornered across it.
This one way he could be in there. He would never be like this way.